Nature Boy here. We're going to do a documentary series. This is part one. It's a good friend of mine, Pat, actually says, Nick, you got to get me in shape. Let me use you as an experiment. Let's see what we can do with him. I'm going to get him on superfoods, so we're going to do the big weigh-in. All right. Pat is tipping the scale. The scale only goes to 350. He's like 351. So, hey, Nature Boy back here. Pat, give a little history where you're at. Put on a lot of weight since I seen you a few years back. Pat just got back from Buffalo. I thought this would be a good series to see what we could do for Pat here, using superfoods, getting his hormone balance back up. So, Pat, maybe give the viewers a little history. What happened to you?
Well, when I went back to Buffalo, things were slow. I was unemployed. The depression rate up there is incredible. I was eating bad. You know, I got to the point where I didn't even want to get out of bed. I ended up hurting my back. I was on pain medicine. You know, it just snowballed from there. Just all that stuff snowballed into my metabolism slowing down. And I eat red meat every day, 3-4 times a day. It's just, this is what's happened. I've gone up to 351 now, which is the heaviest I've ever weighed in my life.
Let me ask you a few questions. Now, when we known each other, Pat was in pretty good shape, and maybe tell them a little bit about what happened to your hormones by taking some steroids.
My hormone levels are just, right now at my age, I've talked to endocrinologists where my testosterone level should be around 600-700, and my normal testosterone level right now is like 160. And I'm actually taking, it's kind of ironic because now I actually have to take injections of testosterone once every 3 weeks just to get my testosterone back up to the level it should be at for a normal person my age. They're not sure why they've tested everything. They send my pituitary gland because that releases the hormone that tells my body to make testosterone, but I've also abused growth hormone, so that they're not sure exactly what, but they're sure it's one of them that have messed up my hormone levels. And I'm sure that has a big thing on what's happening to me as I get older with my weight gain. I've also got sleep apnea, so I'm not sleeping good at night. That's another thing that relates to actually hormone levels, according to the endocrinologist. I also have high blood pressure now, and I have high triglyceride levels and high blood sugar, which all comes with the weight.
I believe I can get him back naturally. Taking a lot of superfoods such as colostrum with natural 93 different growth factors. I'm going to start putting adaptogens back into his diet. Adaptogens will make your body balanced out where it should be because he's way low. This is going to bring him everything back up to where it should be in a natural state. And that's what we're all about when we're talking here, is doing everything in a natural way. And what I'm going to do in this documentary series is I'm going to show Pat how to get alkaline, going more to a plant-based diet. We're not going to do it overnight. We're going to start adding superfoods in to bring his hormones and his testosterone levels back up. So stay tuned, and we're going to start doing a documentary with everything we're going to do, the whole protocol. We're going to take it step to step, and I'm going to show you actually what I'm almost 99 and 9/10 possible. Watch what I do with Pat in 90 days. It's going to be a whole new person, so stay tuned, and we'll go from there. We will clue you in like his next protocol, and that'll be our next series coming up, what Pat will be doing to start raising his testosterone levels up, his growth hormone levels up, and getting his body back to normal. One other thing, Pat was on prescription drugs for his back. Maybe you could talk about that real quick.
Okay, well, just finishing what Nick said about raising my levels of testosterone, I'm really looking forward to that because then I don't have to do this once every 3 weeks just to keep my testosterone to a normal man's level. Not to be on steroids, this is just to keep me to a man's level. I have to take 1.5 milliliter shot in my leg once every 3 weeks. And I want to stop this. I've had enough of it. I don't want to be stuck by needles for the rest of my life. And I know Nick, if anybody could do it, he's going to show me how to get rid of this and live on this and raise my testosterone normally. And as far as the back medicine, when I moved up to Buffalo's cold. I'm a truck mechanic. I'm an aircraft mechanic. You do a lot of crawling and bending and climbing and hanging over an engine for hours at a time in the icy cold. While my back went out. The only way that I can make it to work is I went to a doctor. What does a doctor do? As far as I'm concerned, a doctor has a license to deal drugs. Because every doctor I've ever go to, here's another prescription for pain medicine, here's another prescription for a muscle relaxer, that's all they do. And I got hooked on Loratab, which is a pain medicine, and Soma, which is a very, very strong muscle relaxer. And I was stuck on them for 2 years. Well, when I came down to see Nick to ask him to help me, he told me, you can't be on that if you want me to help you.
Let's talk about that real quick here.